Let's get into this mess. And yeah, it's a mess for real. This story's got everything. Secret romance, heartbreak, lies, and behind-the-scenes drama that nobody saw coming. Just last week, the whole internet was thrown into chaos after a video dropped of Karrueche Tran straight up crying in a hospital room next to NFL legend Deion Sanders.
Everybody gotta perk up right here. I can't be the only one come back. All good in there? Everybody good?
We're all good.
We are dealing with bladder cancer. And he is having his bladder removed, and they will create a new bladder with one of his intestines. And this option was, I guess, the best because it fully removes the cancer to ensure that it doesn't come back, because it was close to his muscle. So yeah, we are here to fully remove the bladder.
Now for context, Deion's been fighting a tough battle with bladder cancer. Doctors had to remove his whole bladder and were prepping to rebuild it using part of his intestines. Heavy stuff. And there's Karrueche, right by his side, holding his hand, wiping tears, and walking him into surgery like a full-blown partner. She was emotional, talking to the camera, explaining what was going down. All good in there? You ready? Good. That moment screamed couple vibes. Social media went wild. Like, since when is Karrueche dating Deion Sanders? The last we heard, Deion was locked in with Tracey Edmonds. They were together for over a decade, but apparently that relationship ended quietly back in December 2023. Still, nobody had Karrueche on their bingo card. But here's the kicker. The rumors had been floating around since early 2025. They were even spotted holding hands in LA back in February, but folks brushed it off. But now, seeing her breaking down in that hospital room, riding with him through cancer surgery, that's not just friends. That's, I'm in love and not hiding it anymore. So naturally, people started pressing Deion with the question, are you and Karrueche really together? And his answer? Oh, he spoke, and what he said had folks even more shook.
That's why I'm gonna let you go, Coach. Don't kill the messenger. Everyone seen Karrueche by your side during your hospital visit. Everyone wants to know what that friendship is about.
We got a bad connection. I got a bad. I can't.
You gotta go.
I can't back.
Now this is where the yams start sliding all over the place. Enter Claudia Jordan. And if you know Claudia, then you already know she does not bite her tongue. Former Real Housewives of Atlanta and forever unfiltered, Claudia popped up on the Accidentally Informed podcast and dropped straight up scandalous tea on this whole Karrueche and Deion situation. Here's what went down. Claudia is tight with Tracey Edmonds. Yes, that Tracey, Deion's ex of 10 plus years. And according to Claudia, Karrueche and Tracey weren't just friendly industry faces. They were real friends. Worked together, hugged up in photos, cheek to cheek, like bestie type energy. Not no hey girl stuff. Actual sisterhood vibes. Now fast forward to when whispers started popping up about Karrueche messing with Deion. Tracey wasn't deaf to the noise, so she stepped up and asked Karrueche face to face at an event hosted by none other than SNATCH. Might have been a birthday or a private gathering. Either way, it was classy and personal. So Tracey looks her dead in the eye and asks, "Are you dating Deion?" And guess what Karrueche did? She laughed it off and said, "No!" Just like that. A full-blown poker face lie. And now here we are. Karrueche holding Deion's hand, crying next to him in a hospital bed like a ride or die.
Tracey Edmonds. And I do remember Tracey hearing rumors about Karrueche possibly dating Deion. So she saw her at an event. I think it was SNATCH's event. And she, calmly, just in conversation with her, she asked her if she was dating Deion. And she said no. She laughed it off and said no. So, you know, it was kind of like to hear it and to see this now. But look at them too. Like they look very cozy, like they were friends. Like that's Tracey and Karrueche. So, I mean, here's my, did I show you saw it? Just so we're clear, this is not me hating on Karrueche because I'm friends with Tracey before people misconstrue it. I'm saying moving forward with women, I think we would be better off if we sometimes have the uncomfortable conversation with someone that has placed us in positions, given us opportunity. We've hung out, we've had lunch, we've had drinks. There's nothing wrong with saying, hey, just so you know, I'm on some sneaky shit. It wasn't while y'all were together.
Girl, what? Claudia even brought receipts. A pic of Karrueche and Tracey hugged up at some event, faces touching, smiles glowing, looking like straight soul sisters. Not some fake Hollywood friendship. This was real, or so Tracey thought. But here's where it gets grimy. Tracey put her on. Back in 2021, Tracey was executive producing the BET series Games People Play, and she cast Karrueche in that show. Literally helped this woman eat while still in a relationship with Deion. Karrueche even tweeted back then thanking Tracey, calling her the best. So we're talking support, opportunity, real friendship, all from Tracey. And now, Karrueche ends up with her man and lies to her face? That's not just messy, that's savage. And don't forget, we're not talking about some random dude. This is Deion Primetime Sanders, NFL legend, Hall of Famer, a huge deal on and off the field. And trust, this story's only getting hotter. This man ain't just some celeb. Deion Sanders is a living legend. He played 14 seasons in the NFL, won 2 Super Bowls, and locked down his spot as one of the greatest cornerbacks ever. And if that wasn't enough, he was playing professional baseball at the same time. Straight up one of one. But when it comes to his personal life, whoo, nothing but drama. Deion's been married twice before. First to Carolyn Chambers from 1989 to 1998, then to Pilar Sanders from 1999 to 2013. And that second divorce? Ugly. Custody battles, headlines, court dates, the whole 9. Then came Tracey Edmonds in 2012, a boss in her own right. Tracey's a successful TV producer, been in the game for years, and she was even married to Babyface back in the day. Her and Deion looked solid. They were together over a decade, got engaged in 2019, and folks really thought they were heading down the aisle. But nope. In December 2023, they announced it was a wrap. At first, it was all the usual PR fluff. Mutual. Still friends. Blah, blah, blah. But a week later, Tracey came back swinging. She posted online about choosing a future where she's respected, loved with honesty, and finally valued. Whew! That said everything without saying too much. Sounds like she hit her breaking point after years of being patient and dipped. But here's where it gets even messier. If Tracey and Karrueche were really friends, and if the timeline's right, then there's a big chance Karrueche only knew Deion because of Tracey. So while Tracey was building a life with her man, was Karrueche in the background already forming a bond with him? It might not have started romantic, but that's how doors get opened. And if that's the case, then this whole thing starts looking way more shady than sweet. Because Karrueche didn't just fall for a man, she might have fallen for her friend's man. Now I gotta ask, what do you think about all this? Was Karrueche foul for not being real with Tracey? Do you think she stabbed her friend in the back? Or was she just scared to admit the truth? Let me know in the comments. I need to hear what y'all think about this wild love triangle. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and tap that bell, because you already know more tea is coming. I'll catch you on the next one.